What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of the channel where I have no idea what I'm doing, but I figure it out. And yeah, but anyway, whatever. Today my goal is to I gotta put my wiring up inside my Jeep. Alright, so here's my Jeep that has stuff in it, obviously, you know, my seat and stuff. I have a mouse in my building that is gonna die. But anyway, guys, so when I take my road trip, the whole inside of my Jeep is gutted because I have been running wires and redoing my headliner. I'm wiring up this camera that records constantly in front of me in case people pull out in front of me. You know, when I'm on the road, I want to have everything covered to where if any accident does happen, that I'm covered by insurance and they know what's going on. But I have to run these wires. I have to somehow or another make these run up cleanly, run along with these wires. This wire here that just kind of dangles throughout my Jeep, it is for my backup camera. And basically the gist of it, this is the wire that I actually have to get put up and out of the way, which is cool. I mean, I have these. It came with these. They are awful. They don't actually do anything. As you can tell, they don't even really latch to each other, so they're garbage. But I did buy some clips, and I don't know what I did with them. I'll be right back. I'm back. I found them. These are my new clips for my wires. Let's just set my camera down right here. Show you the difference from those old ones to the new ones. So here is the old one. You guys probably can't see it that well, but they don't latch. You literally just shove the wire in there like so, and it just holds it, but it does not hold it. They just fall out. So anyway, I bought these new ones that are slightly bigger, but as you can tell, the wire fits inside here, and then it has a little snap on here, and you just and latch it, so that way it's actually fully holding it. So you just put the wire in right through there, latch it, adhesive it to wherever it needs to go, and then bam. These are my key to success, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. So without further ado, here I go. I gotta clean areas because it's dusty in here, real dusty, because I've been sanding and doing a bunch of stuff. This cord here has to go across. Alright, hopefully you guys can see pretty well, because I can. So check this out. This is essentially what one does. I know I explained it, but I figured I would show you. But it clips in there and holds it, actually holds it, instead of just pretty much like falling out. Now all of these, I'm going to use one of these little tie straps to hold all my wires together, like close to this clip, and make it all nice and tidy, so that way it doesn't look all stupid. But I am going to be putting my headliner back in soon, so it'll hide all these little clips regardless. Ew. But I'm sure everybody has this issue that works on vehicles, and I'm sure they absolutely hate it probably just as much as me. But let me explain this. So this old electrical wiring tape that they hold the wiring looms together, after a long time they just get sticky, and it's like honestly kind of disgusting because it leaves this nasty little residue on your fingertips, and it literally just sticks to everything. It's pretty annoying to deal with, so I'm gonna rewrap it or take it off and wrap it with something else because it's gross. It's just nasty. So let me explain a little bit what I've been doing over here, because I've been spending a lot of time in this corner. So originally all these wires that come down through here, I had them wrapped around this like coiled around to hold them up for the time being. So I had to unwrap them and run them better than what I did previously, because the way I did previously, oh my gosh. Anybody else have that hard of a time standing a GoPro up, you know? Just struggle. But the way I did it previously was awful. And now I'm redoing it since I have these clips, which is a lifesaver. But without further ado. Alright. Making some progress. Finally moving out of this corner, which is nice. Alright, so a little bit of a rundown up here in the front. Disregard that coiled up spot. That was extra length of GPS. This stuff comes with GPS, this camera here. And I mounted it to my dash, but if it ends up not being a good spot for that, I have extra cord that I'll unravel and I'll unstick it to my dash, and then I will move it to a new location. But if it works, I'm just gonna leave that. But I have my wires going across here. I have my backup camera wire separated from all the others, so it's stuck to its own individual one. Same with up here. The other wires, which is the power and the GPS, go separately. But I have it being ran across here to the back hatch where it goes up through the roof, which I'll show you guys that in a little bit whenever I find a spot to put this camera down. It's not what I wanted to do, was to drop my camera. Alright, now I get to move to the back and get out of this cramped area. Alright, well, I'm an idiot. Alright, so, well, I wasn't recording, obviously, because I'm making this part of the video. So I thought I was recording, but I was not recording, unfortunately, which makes me super mad. But, anyway, I left off from there on the other clip of video. I ran the wires over this way, ran it to here, ran it up to, hold on, this is hard for me to show you guys. Ow. I ran it into this little joint here, right, with the clips, obviously. Ran it to here, and all the excess wire that I had, I just kind of tucked up in here because there's a whole lot. So if I want to move my camera, which I'll explain here in a second because I already did, but I didn't save it. This little intersection here is in charge of plugging up my backup camera. This red wire is for my power. I don't know where I'm going to run it yet. I'm going to run it somewhere to give my camera power, but I have no idea what I'm going to do at the moment. So I'm going to leave it hanging here. This part I stuck this way so that way nothing happened or made it come unplugged for the power of my backup camera. But it runs through here, and I drilled me a hole, which is, well, if I can record, but I drilled me a hole and siliconed it, and this silver stuff is Eastwood, which is awesome stuff. But when I finally get the wire ran the way I want, I'm going to silicone this completely shut so that way water doesn't come through and the wire doesn't move. But what I had, my idea, thought process, now that I've messed up and shut that on accident, my thought process is I'm going to take this camera and I'm going to mount it up here on my roof rack so that way it's out of the way of the back hatch and anything that can really block its view of watching behind me. I'm either going to put it up here, or all that extra wire that I tucked up in there to hide away, I might run it into the back hatch and have it somewhere on my new bumper with my tire carrier but I'm not sure if I want to do that because I don't want to run any wires into the back hatch, and I don't want to have to take it all out if I have to. So I feel like running it the shortest way possible up there is the best. But if you guys have a better option or a better opinion on how or where to run it, I'm all ears. Just drop the comment down below, and it would be awesome to hear from you guys and let me know your opinions. And I have to figure out how to get this open. I don't have my new latch put on yet, so I got to get the wire. Okay, cool. Crisis averted. I have this opened now, thankfully. But anyway, that concludes me running the wire for my camera, which is a small task, but a tedious one at that. And if you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate all of you, and I love you to death. But if you haven't stuck around, you know, I apologize, my content's boring at the moment. This is a part of the boring process of my project. It's just a small odd and end things that are not that extravagant to show, but it's a video, and I hope you guys appreciate it, because I kind of need some opinions on some stuff, you know, and I kind of just run things through my own brain all the time. Don't really voice anything, but in the next video, I'll be taking off my hood. I'll be painting it and putting in my hood vents and stuff like that, as well as painting this part underneath my front windshield, because I have to fix a spot on the inside of that, actually, because it's kind of important. So until the next video, guys, you'll see me manhandle this thing and try to figure out how to get it off by myself, maybe. Hopefully I got an extra pair of hands. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed the content. Like I said, if you have any opinions or thoughts on anything I'm doing, shoot them down below. I don't even care if it's your idea that you have, which would make the Jeep better functionality-wise. That's a big one. But drop it down below, leave a like, subscribe, please. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.